Hello and welcome to Lantern Lane Stories. Tonight's story is The White Stag of Budapest. Hello, little listener. Let's go to Budapest tonight. Budapest is a city in Hungary with a wide gray-blue river running right through it. The river is called the Danube. At night, lamps on the bridges shine like soft gold buttons. A small wooden boat is tied to the riverbank. The water taps it gently. Inside the boat sits a tiny grandmother with her granddaughter, Reka. Grandma's wool shawl smells like rosemary and warm bread. Nagyja mama, Reka whispers. That word means grandma in Hungarian. Tell me the very oldest story. Grandma smiles. She looks up at the slow, dark river. Then I will tell you the story of the wonderful stag. It is older than this river's name. The water taps the boat softly. Tap, tap, the story begins. Long, long ago, before there was a Hungary at all, there lived two brothers. Their names were Hunor and Magor. They were not princes of marble palaces. They were boys of grass and sky. They lived in a round felt tent called a yurt. The yurt was the color of cream. Smoke curled gently from the top. Outside, shaggy little horses munched dry autumn grass. The plain was huge. You could see for hours and hours. In the morning, mist sat on the ground like cold milk. Hunor was the older brother. He had quiet, careful eyes. Magor was younger. He laughed easily and ran fast. One frosty morning, Magor leaned into the tent. "Brother, shall we go hunting? Just a little?" Hunor stretched and reached for his soft leather boots. "All right, we will be home by lunch." They each took a small bow. Their mother kissed their foreheads. "Don't go far, my doves," she said. They promised. They did not know the day would change everything. The boys walked into the mist. The grass under their boots was crisp and pale. Their breath made tiny white clouds in front of their faces. A reed bird called once, "Tweet twee." Then everything went quiet, too quiet for a forest morning. "Hunor, look," Magor whispered. Hunor looked. Out of the mist stepped a stag, but not any stag. This one was white as fresh snow. His antlers were tall and shining like branches made of silver. His eyes were calm and warm, the color of honey. He was not afraid of the boys at all. He just stood there and looked at them, gentle as a candle. Then he turned slowly and walked 3 steps away. He stopped. He looked back over his snowy shoulder. "He wants us to follow," Hunor said softly. "Then let's follow," said Magor. The white stag walked. The brothers walked behind. He did not run. He never galloped. He moved like a kind teacher, slow enough for them to keep up. Hours passed. The mist turned gold, then blue, then evening pink. They came to a shallow river. The stag stepped into it. Water curled around his snowy legs without splashing. Hunor and Magor splashed in too. The water was cold but clean. On the other side stood tall green reeds, taller than the boys. The stag's breath puffed out, soft as a summer wind. It made the reeds bow gently aside like polite friends. "His breath is warm enough to melt frost," Magor said, surprised. "He is a wonderful stag," Hunor whispered. A Csodaszarvas. That is the Hungarian word for it. Csodaszarvas means wonderful stag. They walked and walked and walked. The brothers were tired, but somehow not afraid. When the first day grew dark, the stag stopped beside a clear pond. The brothers stopped too. They sat down on cool, soft moss. The stag drank, then folded his snowy legs and lay nearby. "He is letting us rest," Magor said. Hunor nodded. He was too tired to speak much. They shared a piece of dried apple from Magor's pocket. It tasted of summer kitchens far away. The sky turned dark. Stars came out, slow and bright. The night smelled of pine sap and damp grass. A frog plopped into the pond. "Ploop. Are you afraid, brother?" Magor whispered. "Not with him here," Hunor whispered back. The white stag's silver antlers caught the starlight, soft as moonbeams. The boys closed their eyes, and the stag watched over them until morning. At dawn, the stag stood up. The boys stood up too. They walked again through cool dew and birdsong. On the second morning, the reeds opened. In front of the brothers lay a wide, soft, green plain. The grass shone, small blue flowers nodded in it. A gentle hill rose to one side, round as a sleeping lamb. A river curved through the middle, slow and silver. The air smelled of warm earth and apples in the distance. Hunor stopped breathing for a moment. "This place," he whispered, "is the most beautiful place I have ever seen." The white stag walked to the center of the meadow. He turned to the boys one last time. His honey eyes seemed to say, "This will be your home." Then, gently as a candle going out, he melted into the morning fog. The boys stood very still. A skylark sang high above them. A bee hummed in the clover. "We must bring our family here," Magor said. "Yes," Hunor agreed. "This is our land now." And so they did. They came back with their mother, their cousins, and their shaggy little horses. Their children and their children's children became a great people called the Magyars. The Magyars are the Hungarians. Their soft green plain became the country we call Hungary. In the small boat on the Danube, Reka blinked sleepy eyes. "Najamama," she yawned, "is the white stag still here?" Grandma smiled. She tucked the rosemary shawl closer around Reka. "Yes, little one, he is everywhere in Budapest. He is carved into doors of the old Hungarian National Museum. He is in tiny stained glass windows in old halls. And at Hero Square, you can see 7 brave riders on horses. They are the chieftains of the Magyars, the great-great-great-grandsons of Hunor and Magor. The story is over 1,000 years old. People still tell it, people like us." Reka thought about silver antlers in the mist. She thought about a slow, kind deer who never hurried. The boat rocked. "Tap, tap," said the river. "Tap, tap." Lamps on the chain bridge twinkled like quiet golden stars. Far away, inside the museum, a small carving of a white stag rested in a glass case. Tomorrow, when Reka walked across Hero Square, she would whisper, "Csodaszarvas, I know your story now." The Danube hummed its old, deep song, and so Budapest also slowly, slowly fell asleep. Good night.